Most Sunday routine videos are made by 20-somethings who've never worked a 40-hour week, let alone done it after 60. They're talking about color-coded planners and 5-step skincare routines, and that's fine for them. But for those of us still working, still showing up every Monday morning, still managing a full work week at 68, Sunday isn't just a reset, it's survival. And it can also be the most peaceful, grounding day of your week. Let me show you how I do it. Hello, Joyous Seniors. Welcome back to Joyous Senior Living, where we embrace life with energy and positivity. Today, I have an exciting and very practical topic for you all. I'm going to share my Sunday routine, but not the kind you see on YouTube from someone who's 25 and chasing productivity. This is for those of us still working, still managing a household, and still trying to feel grounded while doing it all. I've broken this into 4 simple parts, and the first one starts in the kitchen. Now, the first part of my Sunday is meal prep, but here's the thing. I used to spend 3 hours on Sunday cooking everything for the week. By Wednesday, I was tired of eating the same thing, and honestly, I was tired of looking at those containers. Has that happened to you? So now I do something different. I prep just one thing. One. Maybe it's a roast chicken that I can pull apart for salads and wraps. Maybe it's a big pot of soup. My mother's recipe, nothing fancy, just carrots, celery, onion, and whatever vegetables are sitting in the fridge. Or maybe I just hard boil a dozen eggs so I have easy protein all week. The point is, you are not meal prepping for an army. You are giving your future self a head start. Then, during the week, you cook the rest fresh. Tuesday night, you saute some vegetables to go with that chicken. Wednesday, you make a quick stir fry. The food tastes better, you are not eating the same thing 5 days in a row, and you haven't spent your entire Sunday in the kitchen. That's what I call meal prep light, and it works. Now, part 2 is what I call setting the stage. And there are 2 ways to do this. You pick the one that gives you the most peace. Option 1. Lay out your clothes for the week. I know it sounds so simple, but here's what I've noticed. On Monday morning when I'm rushing to log in for work, the last thing I want to do is stare at my closet and decide what to wear. That 5 minutes of indecision. Is this too casual for my video call? Does this still fit me right? That 5 minutes sets the tone for my whole morning. So on Sunday, I hang 5 outfits in the front of my closet. Monday through Friday, done. No decisions, no stress. Option 2, if clothes aren't your struggle, reset your work from home area. Clear off your desk, wipe it down, plug in your devices, put a fresh notepad and pen there, maybe even a small plant or a framed photo. When you sit down Monday morning and your space is clean and ready, you feel like a professional. You feel ready. Pick one, clothes or workspace. You do not need to do both. That's the beauty of this system. And the third part, which for me might be the most important, is what I call spiritual grounding. Now that means something different for everyone, and I want you to think about what fills your cup. For me, it's a few things. I love Hay House. Their online meditations and talks keep me centered. My mother's church streams their service online, and even though I'm not there in the pew next to her, watching it makes me feel connected. Connected to her. Connected to something bigger than my to-do list. Sometimes I'll also join a Zoom spiritual meeting. There are so many available now, and you can find one that matches your beliefs. But here's what I've learned. It doesn't have to be organized. It can be as simple as calling a friend, not texting, calling, hearing their voice. Last Sunday, I called my friend Margaret. We hadn't talked in 3 weeks, and that 20-minute conversation lifted me more than any meditation app ever could. In fact, I'll tell you something honest. Friday evenings when the work week ends, I sometimes feel this wave of quiet, isolation, I guess. Everyone's logged off, the house is still, and that Sunday phone call, that spiritual practice, it reminds me I'm not alone. We're not alone. Find what grounds you, a service, a meditation, a phone call, and make it part of your Sunday. And the third and final part of my Sunday, and if you've been with me for a while, you know I love this one, is gratitude. Here's what I do. Every Sunday evening before I go to bed, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for. Just 3. Not a journal entry, not an essay. 3 sentences. And I'll be honest with you, some Sundays I don't feel grateful. Some Sundays I'm tired, or my back hurts, or I had a difficult week at work. But I sit down and I write those 3 things anyway, and something shifts. I remember that I have a job that still values what I bring. I remember that my body got me through another week. I remember that someone, a friend, a family member, even a stranger at the grocery store, smiled at me or held a door or said something kind. Gratitude doesn't erase the hard parts, but it reminds you that the hard parts aren't the whole story. And when you go to sleep Sunday night with those 3 things in your mind, Monday morning feels a little lighter, I promise you. Try it this Sunday. 3 things. Write them down. See how you feel. Thank you for joining me today on Joyous Senior Living. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who might need a little Sunday peace, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. And I'd love to know, what's one thing you do on Sunday that keeps you grounded? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and you might just inspire someone else who's watching. Stay active, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next video.